Liverpool miracle shows Arsenal can ignore stupid Champions League transfer warnings. Arsenal are warned missing out on the Champions League will stop them making good signings. Just like Liverpool and their miracle workers. Into the Woot's biggest story in all of football the morning after Liverpool ensured the Premier League title race would go into its final matchday and on the eve of Rangers playing in a major European final. Over to the Daily Mirror website. Come at the Queen, you best not miss. Laura Woods destroys Spurs fan with brutal comeback after digs about Arsenal collapse and bias claim. Of course, Laura Woods dominates half of the picture to the story, with shots of dejected Arsenal players and an unhappy Mikel Arteta making up the rest. It's a mystery as to why. Where are you from, you sexy thing? A little further down the page, their self-described expert writers are split on whether Liverpool get miracle title. The definition of a miracle is an extraordinary and welcome event that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore attributed to a divine agency. But the Daily Mirror's dictionary clearly states it is an incredibly good football team led by an incredibly good football manager winning a title they lifted 2 years ago. Scary Spice. The Liverpool Echo are understandably enjoying themselves. So much so that they managed to grab some banal quotes from Ralph Hasenhüttl and turn them into their second biggest story of Wednesday. Ralph Hasenhüttl makes scary Liverpool admission after Roberto Firmino and Takumi Minamino claim is the headline. The scary Liverpool admission is here. We took a lot of risks with the ball today. It sometimes looked a little bit scary, to be honest. That looks like a scary Southampton admission more than anything else. But what about the Firmino and Minamino claim? We concede the first goal when we are all behind the ball, in the box, and cannot stop Taki scoring. They played it quite well, I must say. You can see in these moments that especially Firmino is very strong in these areas and Taki made a good deep run. Firmino is a pretty good centre forward and professional footballer. Minamino made a good deep run. More as we get it. Like we did last summer. Media Watch is entered by the idea that outlets are still running the idea of a Premier League title playoff with a presumably straight face, Liverpool versus Man City, to be settled by playoff if these results happen, the Sun website. Man City and Liverpool results which would see Premier League title race twist, Daily Mirror website. You're f***ing right, it would be a twist if Manchester City lose 6-0 at home to Aston Villa and Liverpool draw 5-5 against Wolves at Anfield. Naked attraction. The other theme in football journalism on Wednesday morning is that Arsenal are screwed and Mikel Arteta is rubbish again. In the Daily Mail, Sami Mokbel fears that attracting the level of player Arteta and sporting director Edu want this summer will be compromised by the failure to qualify for the Champions League. He adds, the best players want to play in the best competitions. As a result, Arsenal may find themselves going deeper into their list of targets than they would have liked. That would be Arsenal, who built a starting side blessed enough to compete for a top 4 place, a young team which has taken steps in the right direction this season, and who have impressed and made progress, all on the back of a summer in which they had no Champions League football to offer their targets. It's a tired cliché parroted by Mark Irwin of The Sun, who writes, missing out on the Champions League will leave Arsenal with a hefty £50 million hole in their summer budget, which is sure to make them less competitive next season. It will also hinder their chances of signing the caliber of player needed to make them title challengers again, fella. Media Watch would confidently suggest that a title challenge is not at the forefront of any Arsenal mind. But also, remember when Liverpool finished 8th in 2016 and had to make do with signings like Sadio Mane, Joel Matip and Jorginho Wijnaldum? Missing out on the Champions League really did stop them bringing in that caliber of player. There are many examples of elite signings made by sides outside of the European Cup. Arsenal will be fine attracting good players. Ask a simple question but elsewhere in the Daily Mail, Martin Samuel reckons that history could repeat itself. Might Newcastle be the latest club to test Arsenal's hunger for the fight? He asks, citing the previous cases of Chelsea under Roman Abramovich and Sheikh Mansour's Manchester City. Newcastle are genuine rivals now, he writes. They have the money, they can pay the wages, and this is a project with a clear long-term goal. Arsenal? They have the best group of young players in the country, but will Arteta be given the money to back them? Will the biggest spenders in all of Europe last summer give the manager, with whom they have just agreed a new 3-year contract earlier this month, enough backing in the transfer market? Probably. Mesut and Mark Irwin completes the set in The Sun by pretending that there are many fans at Arsenal who fear they will be lumbered with their boss, as they once were with Mesut Ozil and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. None of those definitely real supporters are quoted or cited. Not even an embedded tweet with one like. But at least Irwin and his newspaper got another shot in at two of their old targets, one of whom last played for Arsenal in March 2020. Mission accomplished. Peer presser Erik ten Hag completed Man United deal with help from Pep Guardiola's agent brother. Peer leaves precious little wiggle room as a headline on the Sun website. Erik ten Hag completed his Man United deal with help from Pep Guardiola's agent brother Peer, basically. Charlie White explains that Peer joined management agency Sports Entertainment Group and became a shareholder in the company in December. And SEG represent ten Hag. Thus he completed Man United deal with help from Pep Guardiola's agent brother. Simple. But White leaves it until the 8th paragraph to clarify that ten Hag's official agent is SEG's Kees Vos, with Peer's actual input in the appointment completely unknown. He just works for the company who represents ten Hag. So ten Hag completed his Man United deal with help from Pep Guardiola's agent brother. Yep. Definitely.